Okay, welcome back to another news video here where I talk about another lawsuit. This time I'm going to be talking about FTC and 17 states that will be suing Amazon on antitrust charges. That's right, so basically, some key points here. Amazon is facing its first set of antitrust charges from the U.S. government after the FTC filed its long-anticipated lawsuit against the e-commerce and cloud giant, and the complaint accuses Amazon of wielding its monopoly power to artificially raise prices, degrade quality for shoppers, and stifle competition. And the lawsuit, I guess, is a major milestone for the FTC chair Lina Khan, who rose to prominence for her 2017 Yale Law Journal Amazon's Antitrust Paradox. So basically, Amazon looks like they are being sued, and I wonder what this lawsuit is going to lead to. Now, obviously, when it comes to, Amazon, obviously, they are a very powerful company. They got a lot of, top 5% lawyers, I imagine. In other words, I believe that Amazon, they can certainly afford all the top 5% lawyers, even the best lawyers. So that's how I imagine they could contribute to their defense. But yeah, so let's read to this article here. So the FTC has filed its long-anticipated lawsuit against Amazon. Its antitrust lawsuit in a sweeping complaint filed in the federal court in Seattle on Tuesday. The FTC and attorneys general from 17 states accused Amazon of wielding its monopoly power to inflate prices, degrade quality for shoppers, and unlawfully exclude rivals, thereby undermining competition. So basically, obviously, Amazon trying to be, the main source for as long as possible for shoppers. And, I guess Amazon doing what it will do, and its shares slid as much as 3% in afternoon trading, and the agency laid out a two-pronged strategy by which Amazon unlawfully maintains its monopoly power. It's pointed to so-called anti-discounting measures that the company uses to punish sellers and deter other online retailers from offering lower, more competitive prices than Amazon, which translates to keeping prices high for products across the internet, according to the FTC. Amazon also effectively requires that sellers use its costly fulfillment services in order to obtain the vaunted Prime badge for their products, the FTC said, which in turn makes it more expensive to do business on the platform. Sellers are paying $1 of every $2 to Amazon. That's what the FTC chair Lina Khan told reporters at a briefing. And the FTC and states allege that Amazon forces sellers to pay expensive fulfillment and advertising fees to market their goods while facing no other choice but to rely on Amazon to stay in business. These tactics have degraded the shopping experience on Amazon by flooding search results with pay-to-play ads that steer shoppers towards more expensive and less relevant products. So basically, I guess Amazon is trying to get people to buy even its most expensive products, according to this lawsuit. From what my understanding is, the upshot here is that Amazon is a monopolist and it's exploiting its monopolies in ways that leave shoppers and sellers paying for worse service, Khan said at a briefing. In a competitive world, a monopoly hiking prices and degrading service would create an opening for rivals and potential rivals to come and draw business, grow, and compete. But Amazon's unlawful monopolistic strategy has closed off that possibility, and the public is paying directly as a result. So basically, I guess Khan here is accusing Amazon of pretty much basically saying that, hey, we don't want any competition. So in other words, this basically seems like that Amazon, they don't want any competition. They want to be number one. And, they are taking, I guess, whatever steps they are to be number one. And I guess now this is not sitting well with the FTC. David Zapolsky, Amazon's general counsel and senior VP of global public policy, said in a statement that the FTC's complaint is wrong on the facts and the law. So now, Zapolsky released a statement saying the practices the FTC is challenging have helped to spur competition and innovation across the retail industry and have produced greater selection, lower prices, and faster delivery speeds for Amazon customers and greater opportunity for the many businesses that sell in Amazon store. Zapolsky said if the FTC gets its way, the result would be fewer products to choose from, higher prices, slower deliveries for consumers, and reduced options for small businesses, the opposite of what antitrust law is designed to do. So the FTC, didn't lay out the potential remedies such as a breakup or divestiture Teachers in its announcement, saying that it is primarily seeking to hold Amazon liable in the complaint. The FTC and states called for the court to prevent Amazon from continuing the alleged unlawful behavior and order structural relief to the extent necessary to resolve the harm. Structural relief tends to refer to remedies like breakups and divestments that alter the business itself rather than simply order it to discontinue a certain behavior. So I guess the FTC now is trying to basically say here that, that what Amazon's doing is not okay, and they are now basically taking them to court in order for Amazon to basically stop operating, I guess, the way how they've been operating. That's what kind of my understanding of this is. And the question is are they going to succeed or no? Because this is Amazon we're talking about. Often in antitrust cases, a judge will rule on whether a company is liable for the alleged violations first. Only at that point will a separate proceeding to determine the proper remedies occur should there be a filing of liability. The lawsuit is a major milestone for Khan, who rose to prominence for her 2017 Yale Law Journal Amazon's Antitrust Paradox. Khan argued in the article that the prominent antitrust framework at that time failed to capture the true extent of Amazon's dominance and potential harm to competition. Through her work at the FTC, Khan has sought to reset that framework and push the boundaries of antitrust through risky legal battles. So basically, I guess here that Lina Khan, she's now taking the steps here of challenging Amazon. That's right. She's basically taking the steps of trying to hold a giant like Amazon financially liable for its practices. Amazon sought Khan's recusal from antitrust investigations into its businesses, arguing that her past writing and critiques have showed that she has prejudged the outcome of such probes. The charges are the accumulation of several years of pressure on federal enforcers to deal with what some competitors, sellers, and lawmakers saw as anti-competitive practices. Amazon is one of the big four tech companies investigated by the House Judiciary Subcommittee on Antitrust, which found it held monopoly power over most of its third-party sellers and many suppliers, and the majority Democratic staff at that time alleged that Amazon shored up competitive moats by acquiring rival sites like Diapers.com and Zappos. At that time, and Amazon said in a statement that large companies are not dominant by definition. That presumption that success can only be the result of anti-competitive behavior is simply wrong. So obviously for Amazon, they now have a market value of $1.4 trillion. So for Amazon, I imagine this is going to be one of those cases where they will definitely, be able to fight and all that. So yeah, I'm curious to see how this will go out.